Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your co-host, Coach Ken Canion, a.k.a. the professor, a.k.a. the doctor. I am alongside my beautiful co-host, and I love the hat and the white little mini skirt you got on. What's up? Simply
this is my first Sunday
Net,
outfit.
A.k.a. Grand Canion,
A.K.A.
Razzie, a.k.a. Wookie.
Wookie, how you doing?
Doing great,
Happy week of our anniversary.
Happy week of our anniversary.
Wow.
23 years in the game. 23 years married.
Okay. Oh, wow.
You got tongue
that
tied?
we had more. You just threw me off because you admitted that it was more than just that. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, yeah. I'm excited. And I think when we get to 25, we're gonna redo the wedding.
We're gonna redo it.
We're gonna redo it. We're gonna wed in our new home. I'm gonna have your house built, and we're gonna do it in the backyard.
Are you going to propose to me? Are you going to ask me to remarry you?
But I'm gonna do it like I did it before.
You are.
I'm gonna do it like I did it before. You know how I did it before, right?
Yo,
We're gonna do this.
you down with me or what? We gonna do this or what? That's how you.
That's how I did it. That's how I did it. All right.
And I said,
That's
yeah.
But anyway, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Last week, baby, we talked about the man or woman in the mirror.
Yes.
And that was not one of those, like they say in church, that wasn't no, shout and jump around message, but it was deep. For those of you who did not see that, go back and listen to that podcast because it is super, super good. Okay? Super good. All right, baby. All right. So, before I got to tell y'all, subscribe. Yo, we getting like 4,000 to 5,000 people on our YouTube channel every single month. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're growing. We almost have 180,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
Almost. I remember when I had 82 subscribers. 82. Back during COVID. That's when we started just sitting and pushing out content, trying to change lives. We've been changing lives for a long time.
Sitting and pushing out content. Go ahead. I just like how you said it.
You're funny, right?
I just like how you said it.
No, but I'm excited because we're making a difference. And people been saying they love us.
Yes.
They do. Now, some don't like us too much, but they don't watch. We don't care. But we love the ones that watch. Those are the ones we care about. But they say they love us because we're not pretentious and we have, real relationships. So we might not agree all the time, but we always love each other.
We always love each other.
Oh, and by the way, last week, Candid Conversations.
Gosh, we want to say thank you to everyone who came out for Candid Conversations. It was for everybody that watched online. It was awesome.
It was amazing.
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
Okay.
So what you got tonight?
So tonight, because of our anniversary coming up, I chose the title tonight. If I had to give it a topic, tonight is why did I get married?
Oh wow.
Why did I get married? And it actually, I got a letter as well. And people, y'all start hitting me in my box for me. Don't be hitting me in my box, my inbox.
Hitting you in your box.
My inbox.
Who hitting you in your box?
Coach Ken. No, you can't.
Somebody hitting you in your box? I mean, hold on.
My inbox.
This shit about to go slightly left.
I told you, I don't know why I don't get people don't be trying to holler at me. Only fake
But
people.
they will soon. You're going to start your own YouTube channel. You do have your Instagram.
Only fake people be trying to holler at me.
We revamping all. They're gonna be in.
You think they're gonna be trying to holler at me?
Be careful what you.
I ain't gonna
ask
holler
for.
back, but I just will say, it would tickle me.
Oh, kencanion?
It'll tickle me, but I'm gonna erase it. Like
But you want to? So you want a key?
Oh, you mean to tell me?
When I
You mean to tell me that you have? And I know you've received a big booty Bertha picture.
I have.
And
No.
See, don't even say nothing. You mean to tell
But I
me
show 'em to
that
you.
you didn't hit Big P up and be like, "Yo"?
Oh no,
my
I didn't hit Big P
dog.
on what somebody sent me. I hit Big P one I saw on TikTok.
Okay.
And I sent it to him.
Okay, so that's like you got tickled.
Yeah, man.
It tickled you, right?
It kind of tickled me.
I know Big P like, look, don't be saying that I received no kind of big booty nothing. I didn't receive nothing. I didn't get nothing. Now he got to go and make sure he didn't receive nothing.
He received it. It made both of us stutter. Like, good Lord. He was stuttering. I'm like, are you speaking in tongues,
Really,
my dog? No, I'm just, hey, big dog, my guy.
That's one of them 8-button double breasted.
Y'all, we be having fun here. It ain't just us two in here, just so y'all know.
Ooh, okay, so I will read this letter. I have
baby.
tickled myself. Okay, I can't get these glasses on through the head.
You need.
Okay.
Okay.
Dear Coach,
Okay.
you seem to have all the answers, so I'm coming to you for help. I got married 6 months ago, and I was so excited to marry my best friend. We planned for almost 2 years, and we had a beautiful wedding. We were very happy for the first 3 months, and now I think I want out. I have no idea who I married. He was such a kind, thoughtful, and neat guy. He used to bring me flowers for no reason, compliment me often, but mostly I love our nightly talks. That started when we were dating. Now it's nothing. We barely talk. Wow. When I bring up how he has changed, he says maybe we married too soon. I honestly don't know if this is a mistake. What I know is that I love him, but I am starting to question, why did I get married? What should I do?
Wow. So since they said, "Hey, Coach," it's both of us.
No, that's
So I would like to know.
That was a good turnaround
because you are a fantastic coach, and I've been saying this, and then you about to get certified too.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you is, before I take a stab at that, I'd like to hear your perspective on it. I mean, that's deep right there. I mean, if you get that, what would you say?
I think that their issues are not divorce worthy. I think it sounds like they just haven't had a conversation, or they haven't talked about what their expectations are in the marriage, or what. To me, it seems as though she was more interested or excited about the marriage itself, or the wedding itself.
About the wedding.
She put a lot of emphasis on that more so than the relationship. And I feel like, they need to sit down and talk about what their expectations are. We talked about this a few weeks ago, how you set boundaries and boundaries and standards after you get in a relationship. That's something they should have done, but I think that they need to sit down and set boundaries and talk about what they love or what they don't like in the relationship. It seems early, but they could use a diagnostic test to me.
So since you said diagnostic, okay. That is so good right there, because, okay, y'all, let me tell you what a diagnosis. We, in our book, The Canion Culture, we wrote about the things that we did. And we matter of fact, the last one we had was in Jamaica. We need to have one now.
It's been a year.
So we normally have them once a year. And we call it the relationship diagnostic. And basically what it is, so I'm just giving y'all context, is just like a car. When the check engine light comes on, a lot of times what people do, They keep driving. They keep driving. They're like, I'm good. The car hadn't stopped yet. Till all of a sudden, the car puts them down. And then they take it in, have it towed in, and then they put the car up on the rack to see what's going on under the hood. So what we've decided to do is have a relationship diagnostic before the check engine light comes on. We look up under the hood and say, what can what can we do better? And we do this, y'all. We did this in Jamaica, and I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. I'm gonna be real too. So last time we did this, the last 2 times we did this, I'm thinking, do you remember the one before that year?
No.
I'm gonna tell you. We were downtown at the restaurant. We were going to Vegas, and you told me about I wasn't there for you when your dad died. And I was like, we had it down there. And then the next year I said, remember when I said, okay, I'm gonna be better? And the next year was last year, the Jamaica one, when you said, you know what? You're doing good. You're doing good. And y'all, it's not a bitch session. What it is we always say what we tell the person what they're doing good. Then we tell them one thing that they can improve upon. Only one thing.
Only one thing.
And
it's nothing offensive or we're not dogging the other one out. We're just talking about basically our needs.
Our needs.
This is what I could use, or this is what I need from you.
And this time I'm thinking I crossed every T, dotted every I. So we get in, we in Jamaica, the last day in Jamaica, and we sitting around, and she says, oh man, you great husband, doing a lot of stuff. But I do wish, oh shit. I was thinking to myself, she was like, I wish you would not work so late with your clients. I wish you would spend more time, cut off work earlier. Is that what you said? Cut off work? And I sat there, and you know what my first inclination was, y'all? In my mind, but I ain't said, I was like, damn, working late got you in Jamaica. Working late get you them clothes. That's what I was thinking. But you know what I said instead? She never heard that. What I said was, if that's what you need, I'm going to be better. Yeah, that's what we did. And I think, and then I was proactive about being better.
That's the whole thing is being proactive. It's not seeing that you need an oil change and riding 5,000 more miles. It's getting the oil, is doing the oil change when, you know what I'm saying? Changing
that's kind of deep. I like that old
change
country wisdom.
All right, man.
I like that. So getting back to what you said, you said they need a relationship diagnostic. I agree. I agree. And I will also say, here's my thoughts on it.
Okay.
My thoughts are, when we get married, a lot of us are more enamored with the idea of marriage than the work of marriage. Okay? Many of us have idealized jobs that we want. Oh, I want that job. I get that job until you get the job. And then the idea, this idealized image you have of something goes away. And now the reality of the thing presents itself. And so just like in marriages, you don't know what a marriage is till you in it.
That's so true. That's so true.
You when you get married, the wedding is a representation of what you think the marriage is going to be. But you really don't know until you actually get in the marriage.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah, and so when they get in the marriage, what happens is, she said, and just like us, the relationship diagnostic, if she was like, we don't talk the way we used to, we don't do what we used to do. And like I know, and early in our marriage, we did it too. It's easy to get complacent.
It is.
Because now you married, what we gonna eat?
Yeah.
You used to go to the movies, you used to be in the back of the car, where you didn't like to be in the back of the car, but I'd be in that van. I'd be in that van. But now, it's just in the bed. You might do it. You might not. Right. You know what I'm saying? He did that car through y'all.
It did.
The van. I mean, you was old prissy type. You was old. Oh, I can't do that. You was a lady. I was like, bend over. Just bend over.
I was a little bougie. Bougie girls don't bend over in the back seats of
That's
cars.
a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie.
Audience, what do you think? We like for you guys to chime in. What would you tell her to do? What advice would you give her? Should she bail out of the marriage? Have they done enough work? What would you suggest that she does?
Here's what I would suggest. Number one, I would go to my partner and say, listen to the way that I'm framing this. I would go to my partner and say, I love you and I want us to be in a place where we both love to be married. Validate what I want. There? Yes, go ahead.
I feel like it is so important, so important when you're bringing up an issue with your significant other that you first do what you did. Is that you first compliment them or you first say something, I love when you, I adore, say something nice. Don't just kill them.
Yeah. Well, what you're doing is, in the way you do that, is you validate. Let's say things are going bad, but you can validate where you want to be.
So give me an example.
So if me and you ain't jiving, we ain't speaking, it ain't good, right? Well, you can validate where I want to be. Say, you know what? I want us to work. I want us to be in a great place. I want us to love on each other like we used to, or like we've always done. You see what I did? What I did, because I ain't got nothing really good to say about where we at right now.
Okay.
Ooh, what I'm doing is I'm saying something good about where I want us to be. Now, the brain of the other person perceives it as I'm saying something good about them.
Okay. That's good.
And it's not negative. All it is just, it's the way the brain's perception is. All right. Then when I say I want us to be good, and then the second thing you say is, here's what I think would take us to that place. Here's what I think. And I say, what would you, then I tell them, relationship diagnostic, what do you think could get us there? See what I just did? I didn't say anything
the person
negative.
Doesn't feel attacked.
They don't feel attacked.
They don't feel put down.
Right.
They don't feel belittled. I love that. So how important is it, Kenny?
You call me Kenny. You call me Kenny. You don't know. You try to stay with old Ken. You the only person call me Kenny.
Really?
Yeah.
My friends call you Kenny.
They do.
Yeah. They don't call you Ken. They don't know who Ken is. They know Kenny.
Why you say
the
that?
tender guy.
There you go with that tender shit again. There you go with that tender shit.
How important is it for a man or a woman to let go of the fantasy? Do you think that stops people from being happy in a marriage or a relationship? We always say, I have to give her a quote, Thursday Rice. The man in your head doesn't match the man in your bed. So how much do you think that plays on negatively on a marriage? You have this fantasy of what you want, but it's not who's sitting across from you.
I think what happens is it can affect the relationship in an adverse way because people get disillusioned. So think about this. If what you expected, remember what you expected doesn't equal your reality, you have one or two choices. You can either take the reality and mold it into what you'd like it to be, or you can discard this reality and say, let me move on. It's not what I wanted. Okay? So you have one or two choices. Now, that being said, most people, I won't say most people, many people will take the choice, this ain't what I thought it was, like what this person was saying. Well, then I'm going to move on. But the reality is very few things in life are congruent with what we have in our head. I always tell people, name me one thing that has gone exactly how you planned it in your life. One thing, exactly how you saw it in your head. Probably nothing. Everything you might have achieved goals, but it wasn't exactly how you were going to do it. There are always going to be ebbs and flows, hiccups in the roads. There going to always be things you never expected along the way. And so you take those things and you move and you grow from them. And so I want to ask you a question. When we were going through what we were going through, the marriage, we got married after a good amount of time. And I decided I wanted to be with you only, which I had been decided that, but it was just the marriage thing was just, my family had been, my mother and father had been together for 40 some years. So I got it. I get it. I understood what marriage was. But when you got in it, you had an idea what you thought marriage was. But when you realized it wasn't that, and this fool, this nigga ain't lying. Like, he ain't what I thought he was. Okay, I'm just saying. No,
I had that moment, and I'm sure you did too.
Yeah, no. So how did you handle it?
This is you were moldable. I was moldable. People often say, I didn't have everything together. I don't want to have to teach nobody nothing. When they get to me, I don't want them to have to teach me anything. But I taught you how to love me. You taught me how to love you.
You taught me.
Some things I'm still learning. Some things I still may not get 100%. But the thing of it is that you were willing. I think that's the biggest thing. You were willing to mold me, shape me. I was willing to. I know I had a friend who got upset with her husband because he didn't notice her hair. She got a haircut and he didn't notice her hair. And I said, well, when last time he got a haircut? And she said, he get a haircut every week. Well, when last time you told him I like your edge up? And so what I started doing was giving that I desired. If I wanted you to tell me that I was beautiful, I'd tell you that you were handsome. If I needed a hug from you, I would come and embrace you. The same with you. The things that you desired, you gave them to me first. It was like you planted a seed and then that's what you got back.
Wow.
And so I think that's how we did it. It wasn't easy, because we didn't know how to do it well.
Right.
We didn't know then what we know now.
That's good.
Some of it was a struggle,
good.
but that's what it was.
That's super good because a lot of people, there comes a point in everybody's journey, no matter what that journey is you get to a crossroads and you could go that way or that way. And most of us are afraid to take the road less traveled. Because the road less traveled has too much uncertainty on it. Has
too much uncertainty.
That travel road.
It does.
A lot of people been down that road, made it down. They went that way. But I have always been the person who decided to do it different. And it didn't always work out. It hasn't always worked out for me, but it's worked out a lot too. And I only want to be around people who want to take the road less travel. Even with us doing this podcast. There are a lot of podcasts out there, but very few podcasts out there where couples say stuff that they don't agree with, tell you the truth about their relationship and shit that doesn't happen, that they risk making themselves look bad in front of other people's eyes just to help other people. That's the road less traveled.
That is the road less traveled.
But we're not in it for likes. Well, we love each other.
Yeah.
Our kids love us. We're not in it for likes. I don't need people to love my ass out there. I want people to embrace this transformation. No, I don't. I want you to understand that coach wants you to win, but you ain't got to love me in the process. Some of my hardest coaches, I can stand them motherfuckers.
Oh my goodness. Okay, to the next thing.
I could, but they brought the best out of me.
I always liked my coaches.
You know what?
How hard is it for a person to accept imperfections? There's some things that just are not going to change about me. I don't like how you did your eyes when I said that, player. There's some things that are not going to change about me that you may want So how does a person learn to accept someone's imperfections? There's some things that you want to change and you want them to get better at, but there's certain things.
Decide. The word indecision, the word decision, comes from the Latin root word means to cut off other options. I don't have another option. I'm not going anywhere. I don't have any other option but either to communicate about it, to help you, and decide that the things that you are unwilling to change, I have to accept that.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you decide, when you cut off any other option, then this is what I have. And I also, and the other thing, that's the first thing. Mm-hmm. Second thing is that, remember this, perfection is the enemy of progress. Mm-hmm. We want people to be perfect. We want people to be perfect, but we don't look at their progress. Mm-hmm. I look at where we were, in every area, financially, health-wise. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put up, Taylor gonna do a video for us. Taylor's our dope social media, video production director, everybody. But she gonna do a video of when me and you used to weigh when I was 400 pounds.
I was 3, you were 4.
Yeah, and we're gonna look at the progression over the years. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants people to be perfect now.
I am grateful that you, even when I felt the worst, you always had a way of making me feel better. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so I would like to, before I go on to the next thing, I want to know what the audience thinks about this.
What is that? What question?
Yeah, about accepting one's imperfections. How would you go about accepting somebody's imperfections? Because, like you said, nobody's perfect. And there's some little quirks, and I'll say what I feel like my quirk is about you. I'll say what it is. It has been that way for 23 years.
What is it?
And I just don't say anything.
What?
You keep the cabinet doors open.
Are you serious?
You will open up a cabinet and walk away. And you cut on lights, and you just you have on 72,000 lights, really? And I be trying to figure out how I'm gonna sleep with Mr. Duke Power to get them. But
are you serious?
But that's
you
something.
Never said that.
I never said anything. I just go behind you.
But I will close the cabinet.
It doesn't bother me like that. Like when we first got married, I used to be like, if he don't close. But I just go behind you and I close the cabinet.
Wow.
I'll just close it.
No, but
there are things, I'm sure there are things about me that you don't, I don't like how you make that face, babe.
my neck, I worked out today. My neck, I'm losing too much weight in my neck. Paul said my neck get too skinny. But now I'm just twisting my neck. I just twisted my neck. No, okay, since we talking about this. Uh-huh. I can't stand when your car be dirty. Not dirty, junky.
I do have some stuff in the back of my car.
And I get there.
But the thing of it is I be trying to park it so you can't even look in it when you get out.
And I call up the detailer. Hey, come clean my wife's car, and it'll.
But I've been doing better. Babe, go look in my car.
I haven't looked in it lately, I've
been doing better, baby.
So I won't get little perturbed.
Put that on me.
I don't even look in it.
Honey. If I eat something, if I go by the drive-thru, I go by the doggone gas station and throw it away before I get home. Whoop, there it is.
But you know what, though? I've decided that you not cleaning out your car ain't worth my relationship. Because that's me. Mm-hmm. That is not you. That's me. That's my hang up. It ain't okay. In the grand scheme of things, you know what? That don't really mean shit.
And here's the thing about that. You used to have the junkiest, dirtiest car. And all of a sudden, you got this OCD, and I'm supposed to jump in and be like, woo, 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 woo. I'm like, yo, you used to have 22 empty yoo-hoo bottles in the back of your
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say
I'm just saying.
You want to break up my yoo-hoo bottle?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, the dirty car, like you used to keep.
I did. I don't know. You know I like order now.
Your name should have been Clean Hammer, because when you went down the street, all you could hear was them bottles clinging in the back. Clink, 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 clink. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
But you know what, though? I don't know what happened, but you know I don't like things out of place now. You know, I'm like...
You used to be a little messy, and now you should see me, like, when you're at home, but when you're away... I mean, clean it up. Like, my name is Molly.
But this is a good point right here. I want to bring this up. You asked me what person could do. You said you give me what I wanted. You know, if you wanted me to hug you, you would hug me first. If you wanted me to love you, I mean, say something, you would always say something to me first. And you've done that. And I've done that too.
Yes.
I wanted you, like when I go away, I got a quirk, y'all. My quirk is when I travel, when I come home, I will try to clean up the house. When I say clean up, the house stays relatively clean, but my desk, everything got to be in order when I come back. I have this quirk. I can't walk into a place that is cluttered or not tidy, not clean. And what you do when you go out of town, what do I do?
Now, and that's how you planted that seed.
Yeah.
I remember I had gone away. I had a comedy gig for a week, and I came back, and the house was spotless. It smelled good. It like everything was washed and folded and put away. And so that's, you know, at that moment, that's when I realized how important it was to you.
Because I didn't want you to come home.
Right.
Because chaos.
And so that's what I do now. I make sure.
And you do.
And
when I get home.
Just to throw a brother out right before he come in, I pour a little pine salt at the door so it smell fresh. I know what to do, ladies.
Huh.
Stick with me. I'm going to learn you something.
All right.
Yeah.
Ah, wow. You got any more questions over there? Got any more questions?
The last thing I want to say is I feel like she could have avoided a lot of that had she asked the right questions in the beginning. Yeah. How important is it, Kenny, to ask the right questions? Critical because you all, that leads me to where we're going with the Pocket Communication Coach. You know, I created the AI software because this Pocket Communication Coach helps you say it in a way. What happens is because most people don't know, number one, what questions to ask to get to the person's core value system. That's in your subconscious mind. Y'all have heard me talk about it. If not, then we won't do it on this video. But the second thing is they don't know what to ask. And the second thing is they don't know how to ask it. I was going to lead into
and the third thing is they don't know why. They don't know why to ask him. And why? And I think in this case, let me just finish with this real quickly.
I'm sorry.
The why is the most important thing because the why helps you get beneath the surface. It helps you get further from the conscious mind into the subconscious mind, where all our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, our trauma, everything really is. And if you don't ask the right questions to get past the conscious mind into the subconscious mind, it ain't gonna ever work. And that's why now, even with me and you talking, I'm gonna just say this. Sometimes I will ask you questions that are not just conscious questions. I'll ask you subconscious questions. Like, I remember we were talking about your career. You're in transition to a coach. And I was asking you one day, I was like, why is that important to you? Why is being a coach and touching lives important to you? That's a subconscious question. So you paused and then you gave me an answer. And I remember that question led to deeper conversations about your fears, about desires. But I just knew, but that was in your subconscious. And so the question was a catalyst to get deep inside you.
Okay.
I just want to say that.
So another thing that I wanted to bring up too, for questions, your book. What's
Just
book?
Ask.
Just
50
ask.
questions to know if he's the one. Do you know I sell 10 of those books? I did it. 10 of those books every week.
I wanted to actually bring that up because a lot of times people don't know the right questions. So how can someone get that book?
Oh, go to kencanion.com and scroll down and you'll see the Just Ask book. Just Ask 50 questions to know if he's the one. But now we revamped it to 250 questions. And every quarter we add new questions to it. So yeah, my thing is, y'all, we can avoid picking the wrong person. A lot of times we just got to get out of our own way and not rely just on our emotions.
So guys, let's just say you say, okay, I don't have the PCC. I don't really want to order. Just ask. We have one more thing to help you get to know somebody and ask the questions, the right questions. And that is our relationship card game. This game, guys, it really, really, it's fun to play with your friends. We play it at cousins' night. But it's really, really great breaking the ice. And helping you get to know someone of the opposite sex. So Ken and I are going to play, since it is our anniversary week, we're going to play the sex version. Go on and get it, boy.
Okay. Well, all right then.
We get what?
Okay then. All right. Well, you done got me a little. Hold on. All right, then. Well, you want to play with fire? Let's do this. Okay. What public place would you have sex? A public bathroom. B, a car. C, a department store. Or D, our backyard.
All of them except for a bathroom.
I can't see you doing it.
I would love to.
Forced you to do it in the car.
I know. Like, I wouldn't want to do it in the car anymore. Like, we too old, and like you got a Charlie horse in your leg.
Yeah, that's rough right there.
Yeah.
I got a cramp.
Yeah, been up like a pretzel.
And then
you have to, that ain't good. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've always wanted to do it in the dressing room.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go try on some clothes tonight. Okay. But, and the backyard. If I didn't think our neighbors would be looking, I hook you up on our anniversary in the backyard. But since old boy might be like, hey, yo, how y'all doing?
Yeah, our neighbor. He might be out there. He might be out there burning.
Hey, y'all all right? Everything all right?
Okay.
So, it won't be the backyard.
Okay. All right.
That brother roll up on you and scared out by
one last thing. What if you had to lose one of these pleasures for $1 million? Which would you lose?
Okay.
Sex, cell phone, no driving for a year, or no internet?
That's easy. Driving.
You wouldn't want to drive for a whole year?
Hell no. I mean, no. I don't care.
Because I do all the driving anyway when we go out of town.
I don't like I feel like I was born to have a driver.
All right, I'm going to change driver to a Sprite.
Oh, shoot. What was the other one?
That's it. That is all. Oh.
Sprite, y'all send me something. I love me a good old Sprite, little strong Sprite that kind of, just burn your throat just a little something. Burn your throat just a little something. Guys, thank you so much for joining the Grand Canyons on our anniversary week. It is 23 wonderful years for us.
If I had a chance to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing.
Oh, I thought you was going to say I wouldn't. I was about to. It was almost like doom 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 doom.
I wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't either. Not even the unhappy moments, because
They
I
were
feel
necessary.
I feel like they brought us to this, and it makes me appreciate what I have, those moments. So thank you, honey, for 23 wonderful years.
Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. All right, y'all. That's our time. Y'all join us on the next one with the Grand Canyons.